Hey guys, it's Ryan. I'm standing here in the area near my backyard actually, where I found that footprint not too long ago. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about a few things. I haven't been doing a whole lot this week. But cold I thought I had turned out to be pneumonia, so I caught it early though. And it wasn't too bad, and I've been on antibiotics and stuff, and I'm feeling sort of better now. But anyhow, I recently have gotten a lot of questions about when I was going to start back with my night investigations, and I want to talk a little bit about that because I've been doing things a little bit differently here lately. First of all, Brian and I think he usually does them with me, and he's my best friend. We've been friends for 30 years, and he and I usually do the night investigations. And the reason he started doing those with me so avidly is because a while back, it was in November of 2015, we had an encounter one night with a Sasquatch that ran past us. I know I've gained a lot of subscribers since that happened, and I'll recap a little bit what happened for you guys who aren't real familiar with what I'm talking about. He and I were going to go build a fire one night down at my house. Okay, and I have a campsite that we made up here for my son several years ago, and I had a lot of wood stashed up there, and so he and I decided to go up there and get some wood and bring it back down to my house to build one in the fire pits down here. And we backed the truck in, or I backed the truck in to the campsite, and we got out, and I exited the driver's side and he exited the passenger side. And I backed up to a picnic table that we have up there. And I stood by the tailgate at one end of the picnic table, and Brian went around to the other side of the picnic table. And we weren't really planning on looking around for anything, and I didn't think about bringing a flashlight. So I usually always carry one in my pocket though, like a small flashlight about like that. And it's relatively bright for its size, like most of them are now, but it's really bright for what it is. And I got that out of my pocket, and I started looking around with the flashlight like this, and I shined it over into a certain direction. And when I did that, it was a spot probably about 30 feet away from where I was standing, maybe a little further, but I shined it over there, and as soon as I hit this one spot, we heard a lot of leaves rustling around, and we both looked at each other and Brian was like, "What the hell is that, man?" I said, "I don't know." And then we heard it get up and take a few steps, took off running, and these steps were so heavy. I mean, they were heavy. You could just hear the weight coming down. A lot of surface and a lot of weight. And I mean, it was almost like you could hear the ground reverberating from where these steps were hitting. And we heard a kind of breathing. And I mean, it sounded kind of like a horse when they do all that. And we were like, "What in the world is that?" And I was trying so hard to catch it with my flashlight to see exactly what it was. And it wasn't until it got to be about 10 or 12 feet in front of me, no less than that for sure, that I caught a glimpse of what it was. And what I saw when my flashlight finally met it was I saw hair coming off about that long, and it was like a brownish reddish color, and the back was kind of curved like that, and like it was hunched over a little bit. And I saw that right in front of me, and then I was following it with my light, and it took another step and looked over at me. And I mean, it was like this. And when it looked at me, I saw nothing but the brightest yellowish eye shine I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was unreal. And this thing, the eyes were like I'm 6 feet tall, okay? The eyes were like that much higher than my eyes, okay? The crazy thing about it was I was standing on top of a hill where this campsite is. It's like on the very top of a hill. And the spot it was running on was lower than the ground I was standing on. My estimate from where it was after I went and examined the area, it was about, I'd say probably like 2.5 feet lower than the surface I was standing on. So it had to be at least 8.5, probably, I don't want to say 9 feet, I'm not sure about that, but I know at least 8.5 feet tall, gauging from, but it was hunched over too, so that's hard to say. It was tall though, and it was big, there's no question. So anyway, this thing takes off. It takes a few more steps, and the strides on this thing was huge. It was like covering, it seemed to be covering about 4 feet at a time. I mean, it was just crazy. And what I'm saying is crazy is the amount of distance that it covered for the amount of footsteps that it had. It was nothing like what we would do. Nothing. And it was moving fast. I mean, so fast. So anyway, we stood there, and that thing just kept thumping along, and then it veered its course after it looked over at me. It took a few more steps and then veered off down the hill, and it probably ran for another maybe 15 steps, and then it just stopped. And it stopped, and we did not hear anything else, like not the first leaf moving. No, I mean nothing. We heard nothing. And I just want to show you guys this real quick. The sound you hear is Tiki, my dog, and she's over here at this area, and I want to show you what she is doing. Same thing she does whenever she is in a spot that the Bigfoot have been. I don't know why she does this. It's so weird. But every spot that I've ever been to that has like areas that the Bigfoot, I know they've been in, and I know they were here because of the footprint, she does that. It's really weird. Anyway, so that was just like one of the most remarkable encounters I've ever had, because I got to be near one while it was running, and that alone was, I mean, just unbelievable. I'll tell you this, no human on this earth can outrun one of those. It just won't happen. If they want you, they'll get you, because they can run way faster than you ever could. I don't care how fast of a runner you are, they will outrun you. So, I mean, if they want to get you, they will get you. There's no question about it. So anyway, after that, he and I got real into the night investigations. We started going out all the time and, you know, looking around for evidence and looking around for them. And we had crazy things happen, really crazy things. A lot of them are on video. And, you know, things would, I mean, we'd see them, you know, like fleeting and like fleeting glimpses. And we'd run across their shelter areas. We'd go to the areas that I'd find during the daytime that I know that they were inhabiting, and we would go there and check them out at night and just see what happened, you know, and that was what we were doing. So anyway, time goes on and things get a little more interactive for me with them. And the last time Brian and I did a night investigation, we went out, and it was almost like they were playing a game with us. It was really crazy. It was like we'd hear a rock hit a tree, and then we'd go over that area, and then we'd hear something over in the area we were just at, and we'd go over there, and it was almost like they were playing a game with us. And anyone who has had any direct interactions with them and knows a lot about them will tell you they have a playful nature. They like to play, and they will do things to mess with us and stuff like that, and it's weird, but they do, and that's just how they are. But anyway, we after that last night investigation, like they would throw rocks toward us too, but they never hit us with them. And I know they could, but they never did. They always land like 5 feet away from us, and we'd hear them like sailing like through the trees, you know, like hear the leaves like, and then we'd hear it hit the ground right by us. Never once did they hit us with them. I don't think they ever intended on that, and I don't think they were even trying to run us off or anything. I think they were just having fun with us. I honestly think that's what they were doing. So anyway, that was the last time he and I did that, and we actually decided that that's what they were doing. Like, he and I talked about it, and we decided they actually were like playing with us, playing games with us. And so anyway, recently I have started going out. I say recently, but it's been about like probably 2 months that I've been doing this now. I've been going out by myself, and I don't carry any lights with me. And I just go out there and I stand there and I start talking, and sometimes I'll play my guitar, and sometimes I'll just, you know, I don't know, I'll just act normal. And it's crazy because they come really close to me when I do that. I don't have any lights whatsoever, and when they know you can't see them, they are much more open to coming near you. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been getting me a lot of results. Like, I have really been, I've heard some of the craziest things, like them doing like this little chatter kind of speaking kind of thing, and I'll hear them breathing, and it sounds like they're like, you know, just right by me, and it's unnerving, and to be honest with you, it still scares me, but I'm slowly getting more comfortable with it the more I do it, and I know they're not out to hurt me, because they would have already done it if they were. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of that, and it's been getting me a lot further with them than I think anything else that I've done has. So that's why we haven't been doing many night videos. Now, I've been thinking about this, and I talked to Brian about it, and I think we are going to start doing it again, but we're doing it for the purpose of interacting with them, to play these games with them. That's what we're going to do, and that's why we're going to do it. So that's the way we're going to really treat the night investigations from now on, and hopefully we'll have some interesting things happen and stuff that you guys can see. But I'm going to start taking my audio recorder with me, or one of them with me, when I go out at night and do these things without the lights and stuff like that, because I want to get some of what I hear on, I want to get it recorded so I can let you guys hear it too, because it's crazy. That's all I can say about it. But if you want to get near them, you want them to come close to you, that's what you have to do. You can't go out with lights. You can't go out doing stupid crap like knocking on trees, stuff like that. It doesn't work. You can't go out with your thermals. That doesn't work either. They know what you're doing out there. They know you. They know what you're doing. They're not going to let you see them. And if they do, it's because they don't care if you see them on a thermal or not. You're not looking at them. You're looking at an image like a silhouette. It's not them. So, it's not really them, is what I'm saying. So, if you want to get near them, that's what you do. That's the only way to do it. And that is what I'm doing. So, you know, people that do it the other way, they might get some results. You might get a vocalization. You might get a knockback. You might get I mean, anything. You might get a sighting. Who knows? But you're not. That's all you're going to get. You're not going to get any further than that with it. So if you really want to make progress, that's what you have to do. You have to get over your fears. You have to confront all that, and you have to just go out there and do it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that and give you an update of what I've been doing as far as nighttime stuff goes. So anyway, I'll have more to show you guys and bring you guys and stuff. I'm still going to do my videos like I always do, but that's what I do when I'm off camera. So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and let me know what you guys think about it, as always. And as soon as I have more to tell you or more to show you, I will. So thanks for checking it out.